What's up everyone, my name is Jasper and in this video I wanted to give a quick update on one of my sites that got hit extremely hard by the core update in December. So the last couple of days there have been a few rumors about this small and unannounced Google update, and I did actually see something happening to my traffic. And in this video I just quickly wanted to go over what it could have been, the impact on my sites and what my plans are and how I'm reacting to this update. So around May 13th there has been a lot of chatter on many different websites and forums, so even on SEO Roundtable, and many of the Google tracking tools are showing a lot of volatility right now. So when we look at Mosscast there's a 92 degrees, and when we look at SEMrush there's a 7.4. It's a lot of metrics that just show that there is something going on, and a lot of the rankings are shifting and changing. So even though there isn't really anything announced, and of course Google updates the algorithm every single day and there's so much happening, but this one seems to be a little bit more substantive and a lot of people are seeing some results, either negative or positive. And I personally saw a lot of people affected negatively, and I am also in that group because I also got affected negatively again. So many people are reporting a slight drop, so around 20 to 25%. I personally saw a little bit less of a drop, but still a drop is a drop. But yeah, even though there's nothing officially announced, there's definitely something going on right now. And this might have to do with the speed and the page experience update that people have been talking about, but that's been pushed down to June or July. So we don't really know what this one is about. Many people are speculating that it still has something to do with the product reviews, and if that's the case then I can definitely see why my site got hit, because most of my articles are product reviews, or at least product focused. So just taking a look at SEMrush, we can see at May 11th there was a 3.8, which is normal. Then going down to May 12th there's a 4.5, again normal. Then May 13th there was a 6.3, so there's a lot more going on right now. May 14th a 5.7, and on May 15th there's a 7.4. So it just goes to show that there's something happening. May 16th and all the way to May 18th was normal again, under the 5, but then May 19th there's a 5.8 again. So with all the volatility, let's just take a look at what my sites are doing and how are they reacting to this unannounced update. So first off, my English beauty site, this one did around 1000 page views every day, and that's down from a lot because in December there was another core update, an announced core update, which really just hammered down my site. That was about 80% of my traffic, and ever since then it hasn't really recovered. So I've always been in the mindset of let's wait it out, see if another update, another big update reverts at least some of it back, and then I'd be happy. But yeah, so far it hasn't happened. But yeah, ever since around January, my site was doing around 1000 page views every day. In January it was a bit higher. I'm seeing a very steady and very slow decline over the last half year. But I'm still confident I can turn this around. But yeah, so as I said, around 1000 page views every day. And that dropped down to around 850. So that's a 15% decrease in traffic. So yeah, 15% drop, that shows to me that this isn't really just a daily fluctuation, because a 15% fluctuation is quite a lot, and I'm seeing a trend here because ever since May 13th I've been seeing this lower traffic levels, and it hasn't really reverted back. So let's just take a look at the numbers. May 12th was 922. May 13th was 870, and May 14th was 840, and then it dipped slightly back up to 960 in May 16th, and then a few more drops to in the 800s in the coming few days. So although this is a very minor impact and it doesn't really affect me that much, it definitely hurts to see another drop, however small it is. And taking a look at my other sites, I don't really see anything happening. My Dutch beauty site, so this is basically my Dutch version of the site we just talked about. It's showing it's the same steady page views every day. This site basically fluctuates around 40 to 90 page views every day, and it's been fluctuating between those numbers for a very long time. And that's mainly because I haven't been updating or publishing new articles on there. So this one really doesn't do anything out of the ordinary. And the same goes for my Dutch boating site. There really isn't much happening at all. It's just the similar, the very same and expected growth trajectory I was expecting. And looking at my consumption site, my English consumption site, I don't really see much happening as well. This one is actually starting to get out of the sandbox. I'm expecting to hit 1000 page views a month this month. And yeah, it's not really showing much happening. There was a slight uptick in traffic on May 14th and 15th, so maybe it does have something to do with that. But honestly, I expect to see some large days with a very new site. Some days where Google is testing a few more of your articles than it usually does. So you'll see a lot more page views at once. So basically, none of my sites really were impacted except for my main site, my English beauty site. And that one got a very minor hit, but a drop in traffic is a drop in traffic. However small it is, it always sucks to see. So yeah, I'm pretty bummed out because I was waiting for a update to kind of revert back some of my traffic. That was my hope at least, and so far it hasn't happened. And I must admit that working through such a down period for 6 months straight, it's kind of exhausting, especially seeing that after all the work I put in, I see another small hit. It's just difficult. It's I'm not really giving up. I don't want to give up. I'm not going to do that, but it's more difficult. It's definitely a lot harder to motivate myself to work long days, which I usually could do on the regular. Right now I really have to push myself through, and there are definitely a few days where I just can't get myself to do anything. So yeah, it's a somewhat difficult time. I got hit pretty hard by several updates, and working full time at something that feels like it's going nowhere, it's pretty difficult. But yeah, there's only one thing for me to do, and that's get everything back on track. And the only way to do that is by working and giving it my best. So that's what I'm going to do. And I just want to quickly go over my plans with this website now that I got hit by another update. So let's quickly go over that. So for those of you who are unaware of my plans for this website, in December I laid out a plan for myself to get myself back on track after the update. So this plan included rewriting the top 50 articles for my website. Those that could use some extra updating or some extra information that were simply being outranked because they were on the poor quality because they were written a long time ago. And alongside with that, I wanted to do a content push of informational articles. And currently I am done with the rewrites. I rewrote around 40 articles. I decided to leave the other 10 out for now, simply because it wasn't really worth the time. And right now I'm really just working hard on a large content push of informational articles. I currently have published around 20 already, and I'm really looking to grow this to around 40 or 50 extra informational articles. So what my day currently looks like is I am just researching and doing my search analysis and trying to get those informational topics. I always found it pretty difficult in my niche to find a purely informational type article, but now that I'm really just pouring in the hours, I can find definitely find a few that I have missed previously. So for now the plan really hasn't changed much. Another drop sucks and it definitely hurts, but it doesn't get to change my plans. So currently the plan is to just continue with this content push, and once that's done, it's time to focus on something different. I just want to let this site sit, because continuously working on this site and only seeing negative results, it's really taking a toll on me, and that's not what I want. I find building these websites to be very fun, and I don't want it to be a drag. And I don't want to just keep on working on something that maybe can't even be saved. So for now, I'm just going to give my best to do everything I can to get the site to the point where it can revert some traffic back. But after that's done, it's really time for me to just focus on a new project, something fresh, something new, and something exciting. And something new could mean anything. Maybe I'm starting a brand new website. I've been talking about starting a sort of case study website that I could openly share with everyone on YouTube here. Or maybe I'm going to double down on my consumption or accessory niche. So the options are pretty open right now because it definitely takes another month or so for me to finish this content push of informational articles. But after that, there will be a fun and new exciting project. And this new project will definitely tie into the plan of the 50k a month video I made a while ago. It's just all going to contribute to that. The video itself has shown a pretty strict plan. I'm not sure how closely I'm following it with the new websites or the publishing routine on all the new websites. It's basically a guideline on how many articles I can produce every month for every year as I grow. And there's a strict timeline in there with a sort of suggested amount of articles on a suggested amount of websites and what it could look like if I follow that plan. So for now, I'm really just going to focus on the informational content push, and then it's time for a new project. What it entails, it's not decided yet. It's probably going to be either a case study website that I'm openly following with you guys here on YouTube, or is it going to be a doubling down on one of the existing English sites that I'm wanting to grow out? So I'm really interested to hear from you guys if you've seen an effect from this new unannounced update. Are you seeing an uptake or are you seeing a decline like many people I know? So please let me know and we'll can discuss something about it in the comments. But without further ado, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!